Hello everybody, and welcome back to Sinking Simulator. My name is Steven Marcateros, and today, I will be your captain. Yes, I said last episode that we were going to go in and design one of those supermassive ships related to the USS Immersibilis, which I built a couple of episodes ago, and it's currently the one that I'm showing off right now. That idea sort of floated around, and I was sort of doing some design work and trying to see how I could make stuff look really cool without trying to copy off the design too closely. And I pretty much determined that it wasn't entirely possible to do that, because when you get into the ships of this scale, it gets to be very, very tough when it comes to design aspect, because, I mean, what are you supposed to put? I mean, you can see sort of the stages I went through when I built this. I built sort of this stage, and then I went that stage, and was like, okay, let's change it up, and then I did some diagonal lines, and then, you know, cargo maybe, you know, a landing strip at the end. I sort of went through every single design stage when I was going through that kind of stuff, so, yeah, that's sort of where that whole project went, and it wasn't very easy. Let me put it that way. So I decided to look at the comment section, and the comment section always gives me that nice inspiration and hope that I need to make these YouTube videos. And I decided to go ahead and do something that has been popularly requested for a very, 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 very long time. Yes, it is one of those historic ships, something related to the Titanic and the Olympic. And if you haven't already guessed it now, because you're probably a ship nerd, I actually don't know why else you're here, if you just like physics simulators. Yes, it is the, let's see, HMHS Britannic? Yes, His Majesty's hospital ship? Maybe. Her Majesty's? I'm not actually sure. I don't remember. World War II, that was a good 67 years ago. 62, 70 years ago, sorry if that wasn't clear. So yes, I basically decided to look up some pictures and try to remake it, because there's been some other remakes in this game made by some other people, and you know, those are good and all. You know, I figured, why not scale it up a little bit, make it a little bit more fantastic, you know, paint it with some nice color. And so, yeah, I tried to recreate it on sort of not really to scale, but kind of to scale, you know, I just want to make it look kind of realistic. So yeah, as you can see, the pillars that go up there just like immediately fall down because just reasons unknown. Just this game in general. Yeah, I've been talking to Fred recently, and you know, I'm trying to see if we can get some new features implemented. Maybe some fire, maybe some like completely rigid objects that can never break. I don't know, just really cool stuff like that. That would really help out the game in the development stage. So yeah, no, back to where we are with the Britannic. So this is a hospital ship, as noted by the giant red arrow. There's actually supposed to be 3 of these on here, but I just, you know, threw historical accuracy out the window and decided to put one on because I got a little bit lazy at the end, and I just kind of wanted to start sinking this ship. And I think you'll agree with me that you probably just want me to start sinking this ship as well right now. You click the Pierce tool, there we go. So a little bit about the Britannic. It was a hospital ship, and it was torpedoed. Well, or struck a landmine, or, you know, some terrorist explosion. You know, you can conspiracy theory however much you want on that one. But it's basically struck one of the bulkhead separator wall thingies, and then it flooded through the compartments, but there was some stuff with doors that got jammed and porthole windows that were left open, and it ended up, you know, flooding and sinking, and almost everybody lived. I believe I read that correctly. Yes, most people lived. I believe they weren't actually that far away from an island, and, well, I mean, sure, they were like probably a decent ways away, but there was more lifeboats, and it was way, way warmer outside, and yeah, I'm not sure there's anything else that seems like a pretty livable condition. People can swim for a decently longer amount of time if they're not freezing to death, you know? It's very hard to swim when you are literally freezing to death. So that was good. So yeah, much happier ending, I guess. I mean, people still died, but it wasn't as bad as you would have thought. So yeah, I've sort of tried to recreate that to the best of my abilities. I went around and tried to do something with the engines a little bit. Not actually sure if that even looks decent. I don't know. I was just going off my rocker when I built that kind of stuff. But I tried to apply some of those unique features that I've been implementing recently. So, you know, you have the watertight compartments, but then you also have sort of like the spill edges on them. So it makes it sink a little bit, you know, more, I guess, realistically, per se. All right, so we have some of these compartments filling with water now. All right, it's looking good. This isn't how it actually sank, which is, you know, sort of how we always do it on this channel. There's always so many different ways to sync these types of things. The ship is going to be in the ship pack, so you can get that down in the description. There's a link that takes you to a Dropbox. It takes you to a Dropbox link where you can download the folder, and then if you've watched some of my previous videos, I explain how you can install that. And that's really cool because there's just a ton of stuff in there. There's like 8 different versions of the Britannic. Obviously this version is this version of the Britannic, but you can tell what I mean when I say most of this stuff, so that's good. That's good. No updates about AMD users. Sorry, AMD users, you're still a little bit, how do I put this, screwed over. Yeah, I'm sorry, this game doesn't run well for you at all. Some people have trouble installing this game. I mean, just to put this out there, it was made by one guy in like a month and a half. You know, I mean, we got to give him credit for just making the game as fantastic as it is and as workable as it is, because trust me, we've gone through like 4 different developers at this stage, and Fred was like the first one to actually give me a decent working game. So, I mean, that's fantastic in its own right, and I don't ask too much of Fred, but you know, if he ever wants to get around to fixing those AMD issues, I would be more than willing to release a video announce update on that thing. So yeah, just petition your local Fred. He usually shows up in the comment section suggesting ideas of stuff to build. So yeah, not supposed to really, you know, harass him a little bit too much, but you know, you always give him constructive criticism. I'm sure he enjoys that as much as I enjoy that too. I mean, I've had my fair share of YouTube comments saying, "Hey, all your videos suck." Wow, I can't believe I'm actually doing voices for my haters right now. That's not normal me, but yeah. You know, if you have a constructive comment, you know, feel free to post that. You know, say, "Oh, your voice is too drawn out. Your ships are terrible, man. Your ships are terrible. Make the ships better. Make this game. Make like 3 videos every day." Sorry, wow, you guys get really, yeah, you guys sound very, you know, surfer dude typical when you're talking when I'm doing my impersonation. So yeah, that was that creepy bit. Oh my gosh. And so the ship is basically just sinking now. So yep, I actually was designing a one of those huge ships, and then I decided to just make the Britannic again instead. You know, I'll probably save that for next weekend. It'll be pretty awesome to show off, and I'll probably make something else in addition to that, because it's probably going to suck pretty bad. So I just wanted to give you the fair warning now, and I also want to tell you about a little bit of a contest that I'm going to be doing. I don't actually know if I announced it at the beginning of this video, which I probably need to do if I'm going to make this contest into a larger thing. But starting now and probably ending 2 weeks from now, if you design your own ship in Sinking Simulator 2, which I will actually show you a little bit after this thing collides with the ground, because I know some of you want to see this if you don't have the game for yourself at home. So if you make your own ship and you make it really cool, use colors, use compartments, you know, make it sink kind of cool, you know, put quite a bit of effort into it, and you send it to my email address, which is dodgethemal@dodgethemal.com. It'll probably be like flashing on the screen or in the comment section, not in the comment section, sorry, in the description. For some reason I always call the description the comment section, and it's really weird considering I don't even know what I'm supposed to call the comment section. Then, you know, the place where people yell at me section. That's a good place. But you can email it to me at dodgethemal@dodgethemal.com. I'll take a look at it, and I will judge the top 3 to 5 ships, depending on how good the submissions I receive are. And I will show them off on this YouTube channel on 2 weekends from now. So yeah, just make a ship, export it to a PNG file as the game requires, and then email it to me, and probably, you know, like, tell me who you are and tell me what the ship's supposed to be, and, you know, any special notes or anything, you know, anything you want to put in your email, and send it to me, and all will be fine. You know, if you need an email account, just use gmail.com. You know, I think that's pretty common knowledge at this point. So yeah, I'll just briefly go over how to make ships one more time. Oh, this is actually the one I was working on for next week. I wasn't even sure you're supposed to see that this episode, but you will. Okay, so you basically you get a program like GIMP. It has to be something that can edit photos, you know, pixel by pixel with no transparency. If you know what that means, good. If you don't know what that means, well, Google it, I guess. And so what you'll end up doing is you'll have something sort of like this. You can put this off on a second monitor if that works best for you. I don't really actually like it being 50% of my screen, so I'm going to complain all the time. And let's see if I can move that over. There we go. So yep, now we have more of it like this, and with this program I can do that and that. And then you can use these toolboxes, and you got this color picker tool, so you can select a color off of here. So say I want, it says what these are, steel hole. So say I want to put some steel, some red steel all over the place, and I can use my my pencil tool back on this one, which is where my ship is, and then you can draw your colors in, and yeah, that kind of stuff. Like just put some little messaging on it if you want. Oh man, okay, yep, I see where I'm going with this. So yeah, I guess that's all we have for this week, guys. You can download this ship, as always, in the description. There you go, along with the game. And everything for this is still free. And we're hoping to see some sort of a fire update coming up pretty darn soon. Some sort of a stability patch enhancement thing for AMD users, all that type of stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Sinking Simulator 2, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Oh man, please tell me nobody noticed that.